Hi, survivors, to my Patreons. It's me, Represent, reporting to you. Hope you are doing well because what's going on in this world is truly not. Today, the survivalism class is about being prepared mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, and spiritually. Being prepared to have to just up and go. Basically, if you have to be displaced. And I think this is a very important subject and topic. A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but it's reality. It's the reality in which we are living in these days and times as we see what's unfolding over there in Ukraine with millions and millions of people. They say this is like the largest case of so many refugees fleeing the country at one time. And I tell you guys all the time, don't think that can't happen here. Don't think it won't happen here. Let me tell you something. I have been through that type of situation. Maybe not literally, like, we're having to escape literal bombs and shooting and all that. Well, yes, I have. Maybe not bombs, but shooting situations in those hoods. But I have been in a lot of situations, a lot of times, where I had to just up and leave. That's why I have storages. That's why I have a storage unit. Because it was times, even with medicines I had lost, and preps I lost, and cars and clothes. Well, I lost the cars, in the homes mainly during storms and hurricanes and tornadoes, and then it was times where there was extreme violence in the community and we had to just leave and flee with just the clothes on our back and the source of transportation that we had. And I think it's important for people to get their mind prepared for something like that. I have been through that so many times till it doesn't bother me. I have prepared myself, for when things like that occur, or if something like that occurs, because I've been through it so many times, and I keep my things stored in different places. I don't always have everything on me at one time. And for those of you who are in homes and different things of that nature, I just suggest that you start making plans. I hope you don't have to be displaced, because it's nothing like stability, and we should never compromise our stability. But we've been seeing since the beginning of this pandemic, allegedly, how people have just been moving out of these cities and moving out of heavily populated cities. That's number one. Then a lot of people are moving out of Democrat cities and states because of all these silly mandates, allegedly, and all these different rules and regulations, which to me are corrupt, allegedly. And people don't want to be under that type of leadership. Well, non-leadership, should I say. And people just been moving. And now, since a lot of us can work from home, people are going to less populated areas, and people are going to places where it's more affordable. I know millions and millions moved out of New York. And then you have millions who moved out of California. A lot of them are here in Texas, overpopulating Texas now. But people just been moving, and then you have emergency situations that's causing people to move, just up and just having to move. I know a lot of those people in New York, once again, during the height of the pandemic, they had to just move, because people were just dying left and right around them. Now you having people, the refugees, who are moving. They coming here to America. Then you have people who who are victims of, they're not natural disasters no more, of weather manipulation, allegedly, who just moving, who done lost their homes and lost everything, their vehicles. They're having to move. It's just a lot of moving around. I know with myself, since the beginning of the pandemic, I've moved several times. I had to move right before the pandemic occurred. When I heard about it, I moved out to the country. That's when I got me some property out there. Then I had to move back close to the city because of working and having to commute. Then I had to come to New York, go out there to New York to do a lot of work. Then when the mandates occurred, I had to get out of New York again, and so I was losing so much money and I wasn't working. I said, well, I'm not going to be in a city like this if I'm not working. So, I just want to inform you guys, just be ready if you have to move. And I always tell you guys, first of all, you have to start it with your mind and having a strong mind. Because being displaced, that affects people mentally. People having to, look at those people over there in Ukraine, just having to just up and just leave. And leave all their things behind and having to start over. You know? And then God forbid if this happened to you, first of all, thank God that you still have your life. Look at the things that you do have, whether it be your health, your strength, your good mind, and whatever you do have, take that and run with it. And just condition your mind already to be in the mind state of, I might have to start over. Then you need to have a plan in place. If I have to up and leave here today, the good thing is right now you have time to figure that out. Instead of something just happening to you and you just have to up and move. And these are things that should really be on our mind, y'all, and in our plans and in our budgets. What do we have to just up and move right now? Y'all see millions of people going through that. Don't think that you can't go through that neither. I don't wish that upon you. Of course not. But just be prepared for that. What's the first thing we do? I always suggest emergency funds. It's hard for a lot of us to save anything because the system want to eat it all up. With the high food prices and high gas prices and high housing, everything is just gone crazy. They just want to drain us dry with our finances. But if you can't have something put up, y'all, because we all know that moving is costly, man. It's costly. It was times I had to just be in hotels. And y'all know that'll eat up your money quick. Real quick. It was times I was thinking about going to shelters. I'm not going to lie. Y'all know I keep it 100 like they say. In order to just be able to save money and not to spend up all my money. So, we have to just stay prepared for these types of things these days because it's just so much that's unfolding under this administration. Oh my Jesus, I just can't. I can't stomach them. But whether we like it or not, these things are occurring. These things are happening, and the news not even talking about all the different tornadoes just sweeping through the South. I know it's a neighborhood last week out here. They got whole neighborhood discombobulated. People roofs off their house. These people had to go move in with family members or move out of the state. See, a lot of things y'all not going to hear about on that local news because they're going to push whatever they've been told to push and the different agendas. So y'all just be prepared for these things, please. Like, this is what the survivalism class is about this week. Being prepared for these things. Like, if you got important things, in your home and stuff, you might want to start, like, looking into alternative places to put these things. I'm just telling y'all. I'm giving y'all a heads up. Because you don't want to lose your things, your important documents and important paperwork. You want to have that either somewhere or, somewhere safe and secured, or have plans to have it somewhere safe and secured in the event something might occur. So, I hope this guys give y'all a heads up as far as preparation is concerned and having alternative places where you can go, whether you need to be getting in touch with certain family members or looking into different areas. I'll be looking into 2 or 3 different areas because you just never know. You might have one area that you might be planning on going in and they might throw a tornado in over there and you might not can go there. So I always say have 2 or 3 backup plans. I do this for myself, as well. It's not easy, y'all, but it's called surviving. So you guys watch this world, watch the weather. Smell your water, purify your water before you use it. If you're looking for any survivalism gear, y'all, I don't leave home now without a radiation suit in my backpack because y'all know I do a lot of walking and traveling. I don't travel without it. I don't travel without my potassium iodide tablets, my masks, my apple juice, and the things just in case in event of a nuclear attack. I do have those things on my website. Don't have to get them from me, but y'all, those are things I would seriously consider getting these days and times. I don't trust this administration allegedly, and we see what's going on in other parts of the world, and I know they kept warning us in the Northeast to be prepared for EMP attacks and cyber attacks, and they saying being prepared for those attacks, be prepared for all of them. So you guys take care and keep surviving.